jam-packed schedule plan for today. I had everything down to a T. I was gonna start this day off by doing some street portraits in Birmingham, but it's raining outside. All right, bye. I had way too much to eat. I always overcompensate when I get breakfast, man. It's just way too many options. Whew. That was hands down the most productive breakfast I've ever had. This Coney Island has Wi-Fi. I was able to get so much done. So with that being said, there's a new blog post up. And just like that, I am back at home. The rain really messed up my plans today. I wanted to go to Birmingham so bad. It's been like 6 months since I've been there. It's been like 6 months since I've been anywhere. I've been shooting downtown so consistently now. I just needed that change of scenery to really get my flows like going. Or my juices flowing. Maybe that's how it goes. I just think like the risk was worth the reward. It was about a 45-minute drive from where I was at. And with the rain and the gloomy weather, I just didn't feel like anybody was gonna be outside shopping. So I just decided to come back home. I did have a lot of stuff to get done on the computer, so that's like a positive thing that comes out of this. Plus I got some packages today, so I wanna share that with you guys. I think I might do a street session later, but for right now, I just wanna knock out some work. Those of you who don't know what this is, just stay tuned to the vlogs. It's a super cool device. So I'm at home editing my blog post, sending blog posts out, answering emails, and just knocking off my checklist. And then I'm scrolling and I see Fujifilm retweets one of my tweets. Today I posted a comparison between Visco's B5, Fujifilm Acros, and Fujifilm Monochrome. And then I noticed on the thumbnail picture, I spelled Visco B5 totally wrong. I put Visco V5, and that makes me so mad because I just sent that blog post out to like 7 different blogs so they can repost it. I'm just like the biggest mistake maker. I guess if you guys can take anything away from this, it's that if you want to do something, go do it, because I'm doing it and I make several mistakes, as you've seen on this vlog, as you probably seen on my blog. And it's still working for me. A positive takeaway for you, but it's a negative experience for me. I'm so bummed out that happened. Headed downstairs right now. Jeremy started vlogging. For those of you who don't know Jeremy, you will assume he's super dope. He's been in my vlogs a few times. Somebody that I look up to, somebody that I look for advice. And he's kind of like doing what everyone wants to do in Detroit. And that's not to hype him up. Like, I don't think he's that good. I just respect what he's doing. He posted his first vlog on his iPhone, and it came out good, like the content, but the way he had it, it was like all accelerometered out, and it was sideways and then up. So he needs something to help stabilize his video and to keep his vlog consistent. So I have a Motorola Pixie that I just purchased, but I'm honestly not really using it that much. So I told him until he can get like a GorillaPod or whatever he decides to go with, he can borrow that. So taking it to him right now. There you go, man. Appreciate it. So how I use it? I just you just throw it in there. And you got a mic and everything? No? You good? All right, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
The whole world about to be vlogging, y'all. I'm telling you, if you ain't vlogging, you better start vlogging. Update. I just legit killed everything I was working on. I made so many like blog preps. And I know a lot of you don't know what blog preps are. That's just when I like, make a blog, I have a blog idea, then I submit the images and I kind of put bullet points of, what I want to write in the blog. And the reason I do that is because I use a MacBook at home, but I use a Chromebook when I'm out, and I write a lot better when I'm like at a Starbucks or coffee shop. So I'll put all the bullet points, all the images from the MacBook, and then when I go to a coffee shop or have some downtime, I'll just pull out my Chromebook and get the type in, submit it, and then it's good to go. So I got like 10 of those queued up. I'm going to Chicago next week, didn't tell you guys that. So I'm trying to just get a lot of like blogs going, get in motion, so I don't have to like stress out when I'm there. Anyway guys, right now I'm headed to pick up Erica. She's gonna be dropping me off at a networking event. This is my first networking event of the month, which is kind of cool. I haven't been going to that many because I've been backed up with work, but I'm super stoked to attend this one. Hopefully I can meet some people, make some relationships, get some gigs, and yeah, it's all about those connections. So I'll show you guys footage of that, maybe me talking to some people. Desmond's coming, so at the very least I'll have him to talk to. But yeah, it should be a good time. By the way, I just said super stoked. I don't say that in real life. I watch way too many vlogs. Erica's taking forever to come outside, so I'm gonna use this downtime to answer some of you guys' questions from Twitter. This is a two-part question, and the first one was, what's your editing process like? My editing process is fairly simple. If you would have asked me this question like 6 months ago, I would have gave you a little more like in-depth answer, but for my street photography and what I advertise, which is black and white photography, I simply use Visco B5. Sometimes I'll use B3 or B1, but for the most part, it's B5. Now I have a Lightroom version of Visco, so I'm able to like control shadows and highlights and add gradients and take things out and add things in. But B5, like the mobile version, is just as adequate. So if you're looking to do black and white, then B5 is the way to go. For like anything else, portraits, events, weddings, which I do rarely, I use my own personal presets. I guess it's a shameless plug, but you can find them in the description below for those who want to download them. And yeah, that's kind of just the process. So Lightroom, B5, export, good to go. The second question had something to do with making your editing process faster. I kind of answered that in the first question. I guess there's like 3 different ways that I know of to make your editing process faster. And what I mean by faster is not by like editing the picture faster, but getting like your work to your clients quicker. And that's by taking on less jobs, outsourcing to a retoucher to edit your work, which I recently did, and it wasn't that bad. Or to buy or create your own presets. So again, I'm a big fan of presets. Some people hate on it because you're not editing the photo, to its best ability or whatever. But I think it's a great foundation. I wouldn't buy and use a preset to constantly send off photos, but I would apply that preset, use it as foundation, and then make changes and corrections where I need it to. So yeah, those are my tips for you. My LaCroix. Thank you. There's nobody here. It's not bad. Here. Right. If it didn't happen on YouTube, it didn't happen.
I've done a great job of keeping myself off the internet.
This floor, but we're opening a new space at Washington Boulevard, so we're going to be moving over.
Alright guys, so that event is all over. We spent the whole 2 hours in there. Honestly, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 4. The bad things about these events is that people like me only come to consume the alcohol, and there's really not any networking going on. It should be called like freelance storytelling, because that's all it is. So it wasn't what I expected, what I'm trying to say. What do you think about it, Desmond? It was lit. Yeah, Desmond think everything lit. He just learned that word. So.
Desmond, didn't say bye. Can I get a high five? Come on, bro.
Oh yeah. What up, man? What up, man?
All right, man. Have a good one.
A couple days ago, somebody sent me a message on Twitter, and they were like, "Look, I've been watching your vlogs for a few months now, and